Alrighty. It's that time. It's that powder keg time. Excuse me. Okie dokie, folks. That is that, as they say. Obviously, I'll give folks a few minutes to make their way into the room before we really get going with everything. It is a bit of a late night break, so I'm not really expecting probably a ton of people to probably be joining us tonight. But again, that's fine. Obviously, replays and stuff like that are available. So again, if you don't get to watch it tonight, there will be replay availability and stuff, so you can watch it. Maybe when you're a little more awake and a better time, but. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break tonight, though. I'll post everything up tonight too after the break. But then, like I said, most likely, I'm sure because, like I said, I think most of you guys are probably gonna be probably tired or sleepy by that point. So I would imagine most of the drafting will probably take place tomorrow. Would be my guess. In the morning or whatever you guys kind of congregate and get ready to do that. Again, I'm hoping we have a good first start to this break tonight because again we still have the other half to sell, so I'll probably be looking to start that up maybe tomorrow. Again, just to kind of be clear about that, so I'll probably be looking to post the other half of the break up then. So, so fingers crossed. Hopefully, we've had some good times and some good fun, some good hits out of these Leaf products and stuff. So, hopefully that will continue for us all. And there's some numbers for you, I guess. I don't know if I guess that'd be the case number, I suppose. So, but there you go. And again, there you go. Again, unopened. I don't got a ton of room, or I'd give you a better view of it. But let's go ahead. Let's open it up. Get this bad boy ready to rock and roll. So we got a whole bunch of boxes in here. I'm guessing it's there's 20 in here, so I'm guessing there's probably 5 in each stack. So basically, again, I don't really have a ton of room here, so we'll just lay them out. I guess that'll just be probably the easiest. We'll just go lay them out, and you guys can kind of choose from there. Come on. There we go. There we go. There they are. All right. So you have a whole bunch of metal boxes here in your face. So, all right. So, kind of try to get them all here on the screen. So, which stacks? Again, for the folks here in the break, which stacks are you guys interested in breaking open tonight? Which do you want your 2 stacks to be? We got number 1, 2, 3, and then 4 right here. So just need if you guys can, just like 2 numbers, 1, 2, 3, or 4. I need 2 of those numbers, 2 and 4, and that'll work. Thank you, Graham. That's all I needed. So again, this is number 1. We're gonna take this actually real quick, just because again I like to make sure you guys know. Just kind of just put a little line, just so you guys know there's a little mark there. Bring that just a wee bit closer to myself. those back into the box, and then you said 2 and 4. I forgot to put my little mark here for you guys. Forgot about that. Anyways, that's fine. I'll get you guys situated. Anyways, whatever. All right, so this is number 4. I'll set number 4 right back there. Again, that's, you got all 5 boxes there. You just can't see everything, unfortunately. And this is number 2. There we go. All right. I think we are just about ready, set, and go. All right. First box into it. So there's some possibilities for some hits there. Got the Dominator inscription, Mario Lemieux. We got the Solani. Definitely some banger cards could be had. And again, I'm hoping we can hit as many as we can for you guys. Because again, I think that helps make the draft a little more fun. You know, if you have some bigger hits, especially more to go around. But this will be our starting point for tonight. Again, we're going to be opening all 10 boxes here. Should have 30 cards altogether. There's 3 autos per box, so there should be just 3 cards in here. But yeah, I'll have to kind of see what it looks like going into the box. I haven't opened these yet, so I'm not really sure what it how I have to kind of cover these up to make sure you guys don't peek before we kind of see what we get. But let's find out, shall we? This is break 199A. Again, this is our first half of yep, you guessed it, Leaf Metal Hockey 2025 Legends. So again, best of luck to everybody in the break. Like I said, hopefully have ourselves a solid start to this stuff. Again, I'm really hoping it'll kind of help spur on the second half. Oops, there we go. All right, so I think we got our cards. All right under there, I do believe. So they already kind of came with like a little. Oh, they're in the box here. I got you. All right, that's kind of cool. So they're all in here. So interesting. So I've never opened this stuff yet. So again, I wasn't sure how they have all these kind of set up. As you can see, we got our 3 cards in here. So it's kind of, there we go. Gotta kind of hide them bad boys from you guys. Don't want to give away the game too early, you know. But as you can see, we got 3 there. Like the box. Let's get a couple more decoys over here. So this will be our starting card for tonight. Once again, best of luck, everybody. Thank you guys as always. And like I said, hopefully we have ourselves a fun little first half here. Hopefully we have a good case. Really makes the drafting a lot more fun. But like I said, once again, best of luck, everybody. And this is card number 1 out of 30 tonight. Where are we going to start with? Again, these should all be autoed and they all should be numbered to 10 or less. So a lot of super short print stuff in here. Just a lot of variations. Let's see what we're going to start with. Going to the New York, well, I guess not really the New York Rangers. Well, I guess it would be the Rangers, but, you know, we're not really having teams tonight. 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4 Dream season, Brian Leetch. So pretty good start right there again, out of 4. Brian Leetch Dream season. And let's see, what do we got up next? Card, excuse me, number 2. What do we got here? Another Rangers, I do, well, obviously, again, I know we're not really doing the team stuff, but it's for the Rangers. Jean Rattel. And I'm not always super familiar with some of the older guys, but so again, if you need to, please correct me. But just be nice, you know, come on now. 5 out of 6. Jean Rattel. So definitely a Rangers friendly box. Again, if we were doing a team break, you're looking pretty good for the Rangers right about now. Let's see, what do we got next? The last auto of our first box here. What are we going with? Let's find out. Card number 3. Oh, it looks gold. That could be good. Oh, wow. There you go. It's like a little mini card in here. Jaromir Jagr. It has to be 1 of 1. Yep, 1 of 1. Jaromir Jagr. There you go. That's a nice one. This is kind of like a little, like it's a little mini card here. Very cool. But there you go. 1 of 1 Jaromir Jagr autograph. Goddamn right. You're goddamn right, Graham. That's a nice one, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we're going to see a lot, like I said, a lot of these kind of cards in here. Again, I think that's what's going to really help make the draft a lot of fun. And again, I'm hoping we really have a strong first break here because, again, I really think, again, once people kind of see what's available in these boxes and what you can hit, I really think that the second half will hopefully go a little bit easier. We can hopefully get a few more folks kind of hopping in and jumping in on it because, like I said, that's a nice card right there. Jaromir Jagr, 1 of 1. First box in, you know, then you got a Leetch out of 4 and a Rattel out of 6. So not a bad first box there, everybody, if I do say so myself. And there are, you know, I think they do have obviously different inserts and things like that. And they also have like, you know, multi-autos and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Let's just have some fun tonight. Again, and that's what I like about these. I will say that's what the other major thing I do like about the Leaf breaks is that everybody that participates in them is going to walk away with something, you know. That's always my biggest thing with breaks and stuff is skunks and things like that. You know, I know they're part of the business, and I know that's just part of the breaking. You know, yeah, I get it, but you know, I don't have to like it just because it's part of it. Doesn't mean I have to. And I don't. So again, that's why I do like doing these snake draft breaks, just because again, it's just nice for me, just because that means that everybody that grabbed a spot that's part of this break will be walking away with something here at the very end. They're not going to be You're not kind of like, well, maybe I might know. You're guaranteed, 2 cards for every spot, Of course, you could be like Brian and have like 8 spots, and just joking. But there you go. Put that bad boy right there. Empty stuff, empty stuff. Excuse me. A little congested there. Okay. So that kind of, I gotta figure out like a good way to, I don't want to give away the game, like I said, too fast. There you go. There we go. Empty box. What's there for right now? All right. And then real quick, just to show everybody, there it is. 3 cards. All right. What do we got? What do we got? This is card number 4. This is box 2, card number 4. Best of luck, everybody. What are we going to start with? Another shiny one here. Mats Naslund. Obviously, I'm guessing that's probably for the Habs, would be my guess. 4 out of 5. Mats Naslund, 4 out of 5. Make sure these are all seated down. I think this is an acetate one, it looks like. Did think I saw they did have some acetate stuff in here, so this could be a kind of a fun one, but let's find out what we got. Best of luck, folks. And we have another kind of a dual start here, because we had the first one, we had 2 Rangers to start. Now we have 2 Habs to start this box. We got Guy Carbonneau, 1 out of 5. Kind of a nice little acetate kind of auto here. I like the look of it. Definitely a sharp looking little card, Guy Carbonneau. Again, 1 out of 5. Kind of cool. But again, like I said, kind of the same, the first 2 cards, same team. But that's okay. That's okay. All right. What do we got? The third and final card of box number 2. So this is card number 6. Best of luck, everybody. Let's see what we're going to get. Oh, there you go. Kind of cool. Steven Stamkos. All right. 5 out of 7. So again, I knew they had some more kind of current players on the list as well. So there you go. Obviously, it's him in his would-be Lightning attire, but that's kind of a cool one. I like that. Steven Stamkos. You don't really see him sign a ton of stuff anymore, even though I do believe it's still a sticker auto, but still very nice. 5 out of 7. Not too shabby. Again, I think this is another, well, maybe not. It's not acetate. It's kind of the same look as this one, but obviously it's a variation, be my guess. But very cool though. Steven Stamkos, 5 out of 7 though. All right. Very cool. On to box number 3. Open this bad boy right on up. box out. All right, so we'll set that there. Empty box. Best of luck. Get that seated back down in there. All right, this is card number 7, box number 3. Again, this is our start of our 3rd box. Still got 7 more to go. Let's see, we're going to start off with this one. Nice and slow roll, just how we like it. For the, what looks like for the Edmonton Oilers, Esa Tikkanen. Yes, if I'm saying the names wrong, I do apologize. Esa Tikkanen. Four out of 7. So maybe this is a good sign. Obviously, maybe we'll get another Oilers here. 4 out of 7. All right. All right. Best of luck, folks. This is card number 2, card number 8 overall. Best of luck, everybody. I think it's another kind of smaller one. Denis Savard. That's for the Blackhawks, I believe. Excuse me. But Denis Savard, 2 out of 2. So nice low numbered auto there. 2 out of 2, Denis Savard. We'll kind of bump this dude out the way. On to the final hit of box number 3. It looks like a die cut. So that could be kind of fun. We'll have to find out. But, card at number 3, box 3. So card number 9 overall. Let's see what we get. Best of luck. I think it goes like this. Oh, wow. Teemu Selanne, Steel Blades. I like that one. Two out of 3. There you go. That's a nice auto right there. 2 out of 3 Steel Blades, Teemu Selanne. I like that one. Always a really nice hit there. Let's take down Mr. Riddell. Put him up. All right, very good. Moving on to box number 4. Empty box. Excuse me. I'm not giving the game away. course, you also got to think that the older guys probably aren't signing, 1,000+ autos. They're probably only signing, certain numbers. So I'm sure their hands probably aren't aren't as cramped. But I do agree. I do like seeing guys with at least somewhat of an effort of an auto. I don't like the little scribbles and stuff you see a lot of times nowadays. Take a little bit of pride in your penmanship there, son. All right, everybody. This is box number 4, card number 1. So that would make it card number 10 overall. Where are we going to go with this? Let's find out. What is next? Wow, got a Bobby Hall here. My guess it's probably more towards the end of his his life, just because again with the way it's very kind of shaky auto, but still very cool though. 4 out of 8. Still very nice Bobby Hall. Nothing wrong with that. Solid hit there. Again, that'd be going to the Hawks if we were doing teams, but 4 out of 8. Well, Bobby Hall there. A little sparkly there. Let's see what we get. Card number 2, 11th card overall. Best of luck. Darius Kasparaitis. I used to hate that motherfucker when I was a kid. 5 out of 5. Obviously, this would be going to Pittsburgh if it was, but yeah, I used to hate this motherfucker when I was growing up. Darius Kasparaitis. That's a name I have not heard in a long time. Five out of 5. Very nice, though. Nice little auto hit here. Always like seeing that, even if I don't really like the dude. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna like everybody. What do we got right here, right now? Card number 3, 12th overall. Last one of box number 4. Then we'll have our final one here out of the first stack, and then we'll move on to the final 5 next. But best of luck, everybody. See what we get. So obviously, I think this is what 2 out of 2. What Detroit, I'm guessing. Tretiak, Vladislav Tretiak. I'm probably saying that name wrong. I do apologize. But still very nice. 2 out of 2, though. I like that. Always like seeing the lower number stuff come out. But, very nice. 2 out of 2. I guess we'll take down Leach. He's been up there for a minute. All right. That's good though. I mean, I'm glad. I'm hoping that we're hitting enough cards that, like I said, hopefully everybody will at least, be able to at least grab, hopefully at least one decent card. Empty. Lose all them. There we go. Empty box. All right. Let's see what we got. What we got? Let's find out. So we got card number 1, box number 5. That would make that what 13, card 13 overall. Best of luck, everybody. Let's see what we get. What is next? Adam Oates. 3 out of 10. That's what I kind of thought it was like I wasn't really sure about that. I thought it was a Russian thing, but it's kind of hard because obviously they don't ever put they can't really put the logos on the the jerseys or whatever. So, but yeah. But anyways, Adam Oates up next. 3 out of 10. So there you go. That would be obviously for Washington at that point. I know that for sure. Let's take down Mr. Carbonneau. Yeah. All right. Moving right along. I think I'll have to find out. I said it could be a multi-auto, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to find out. It could be wrong, though. Probably am. That's okay. Let's see what we got here. This is the card number 2, box 5. So this would be card 14 overall. What we got? Maybe not. Got Pete Stemkowski for looks like the Rangers. Could be wrong. 2 out of 8. 2 out of 8. So I'm not 100% sure on this homie, but he obviously played hockey at some point. But Pete Stemkowski, 2 out of 8. Just because I don't like him, I'll take him down. Let's see, what do we got? I think we got another Steel Blades here. So let's see who we are going with here. Once again, we got so it looks like that Steel Blades. Got the die cut. Best of luck, everybody. See what we get. Wow, there you go. That's a nice one. Mark Messier. 2 out of 8. So another nice banger here for the Steel Blades set. Solani was the first one, but now you got a little bit of a moose. The moose is loose, folks. Mark Messier. 2 out of 8. He did have quite a bit of stuff on the checklist, so I'm not quite surprised about that there, Graham. Had a pretty decent sized checklist there, so sure we'll be seeing him. All right, let's go ahead and kind of slide these bad boys up just a wee little bit. All right, halfway through the break. This is the last 5, everybody, our last 15 cards. Once again, once everything's been broke, I will obviously take individual pictures of each card. I'll post all those pictures up in the room and kind of spam the room. Once those all been spammed, I will repost the draft list, and then you guys can basically start drafting at that point. I would imagine, like I said, I don't think everyone's going to probably be available right now at this very moment. So I'm guessing we may get a few drafts in, and then we may have to wait till, like I said, tomorrow morning when folks kind of start waking back up and getting going again. But again, normally these drafts are a lot of fun. Like I said, most of the time you guys, have a good time doing it. So it's no little oop. I think I just seen we might have our first multi-auto. Every card there. I'd say that does look like a multi-auto there to me. All right, well, so we're gonna get our first. Oop, there was still one in there. I knew it. I got caught up on the fucking lip here, whatever it was. Fuck. All right, that's fine. Man, the bastard got caught up in there. All right, there we go. You're free there, buddy. You're free. There you go. That's much better. Okay. This is box number 6. Card number 1. So this is card 16 overall. Best of luck. Let's see what we get. What are we going to start off with on this this new set? So a little Marty St. Louis to go along with the Stamkos, 3 out of 4. So that's kind of a nice one there. Old Martin St. Louis. 3 out of 4. Another solid autograph there. Again, so far so good. I think we're starting to pile up a pretty good, decent pile of autos and things like that. So hopefully that will continue. Like I said, I like when the drafts have a lot of good cards to choose from. I think more, you guys obviously enjoy yourselves more, which that makes plenty of sense. More to choose from. So, but we still got 4 more boxes to go after this. Best of luck the rest of the way. This is card number 2, box number 6. So again, this would be card 17, I do believe, overall. See what we get. Best of luck. It's like another mini one here. Johnny Busick. 4 out of 4. Is that oh, never mind. Got 4 out of 4 though. Johnny Busick for the obviously the Bruins, I do believe, but 4 out of 4. Another very good auto here. I know maybe Justin might like this one. I think I'm pretty sure Justin's a Bruins guy. So this one might be up his alley. And again, that's what's nice, but because again, normally you're hoping that you're going to get a good mix of teams and stuff like that. We do have obviously a good variety of folks in here that collect and PC certain teams. So it's always nice seeing cards like that pop up in the break because it's like, okay, well they might like that one. They might enjoy adding that to their collection. So just good to see cards that will most likely be desirable. That's always the name of the game. And again, I do think this is a multi-auto. First one of the case. From what I understood from the description, it sounded like there should be 4 multi-autos in every case, from what I understood. So hopefully we'll see at least one more in this one, and then hopefully the other 2 in the other half break. But you never know. Maybe they'll 3 of them might end up in the second half. I don't know. But let's see what we get right here. Best of luck, everybody. Again, this should be a multi-auto. First one. This is card number 3, box 6. So card 18 overall. Let's see what we get. Wow. So for the this would be obviously for the Dallas Stars, but Marty Turco and Mike Modano, polar pairings. Wow, and a 1 of 1 at that. I don't know, Brian. I don't. I mean, I don't know if you're a big Stars guy, but that's not too bad. Turco Modano, 1 of 1. You do have that first overall, so you're gonna have your pick of the litter here, buddy. That's not a bad one though. Modano and Turco, 1 of 1. I saw Turco and I was like, okay, is this gonna be like a goalie one? And then it's like Madonna. It's like, well, fuck, that's just that's probably just even better. Like, okay, very cool, very cool. I like it. Sexy, very sexy. I like that though. Again, I'm just happy because I think normally Leaf does a pretty decent job. I feel on a case to case basis about again, I think getting a mix and stuff in there, and I think most of the cases are pretty good. So I'm just glad so far. Excuse me. I'm just glad so far. It seems like the case is working out pretty well. Again, I think so far we've got a pretty decent of some really good autos here for you guys to be drafting from. So, and again, it's nice that maybe if you're not like Brian and have like the first 12 picks. I mean, there should still be something left for you when it comes your turn. But yeah, I'm hoping, like I said, hopefully this first half really turns out. Just hopefully it keeps running good, and we can maybe convince some folks to, if they're on the fence about this stuff, to hop in for the second half. Empty. Oh, I think we got another multi-auto in this one, so we might have our second one here. Kind of cool. A bit unexpected. There we go. There's 3. So now, I mean, that's not a bad background right now if you look at it. I mean, really, you got Busick, you got a 1-on-1 Yager, you got a Messier, Solani, the Tretiak, or whatever. You got the Hall, you got the dual auto there for Dallas, 1-on-1. I mean, it's not shaping up to be a bad little background at the moment, and we still got this box and then 3 more to go. The Bears, All right, folks. This is box number 7. This is card number 19. Best of luck, everybody. 19 overall, I should say. This is card number 1 of the box, but best of luck. Let's see what we're working with. What are we going to be working with here? Let's find out. The old Saku Koivu. That's kind of cool. 2 out of 2. Again, like I said, I like seeing like these the lower number hits and stuff like that. So again, that's a good solid one there, Saku Koivu. Obviously in the Montreal garb there, but 2 of 2. So very cool. Again, good solid hit there. Not a bad auto. I'm sure there's probably a few guys that wouldn't necessarily mind adding that again to their mail day. I like to think that we might have another, like I said, I think we have another dual auto or whatever it is in this one, but I'm not 100%. We'll find out, but that should be hopefully the next one. But first, this is card number 2, box number 7. That makes this the card number 20 overall. Best of luck, everybody. What are we going to get next? Halfway through box number 7. What's up now? Let's see. What do we got? Another Marty Turco. Very nice. Good old Marty Turco. 1 out of 8. 1 out of 8. Marty Turco. One out of 8. And on to the seated there, right? I do believe, like I said, this could be I do think it is a multi-auto, at least a dual auto, which should be multi, but anyways. Best of luck, everybody. This is card number 3 of box 7, so this would be the 21st card overall. See what we're working with, everybody. Let's get it nice and close. Wow. Compatriots. I like that. Chris Chelios and Brian Leach. That's a nice looking card. I'm guessing Team USA would be the brand here. Compatriots. I like that. It's a nice looking card. And another 1 of 1 for the duel. How about that? 3 1 of 1 so far, everybody. Again, a Yager. I mean, a Yager 1 of 1. Then you got a dual Turco Madonna 1 of 1, and now you got a Leach and Chelios 1 of 1 here. I mean, I like this card just because, again, it's Team USA. I like that. I just think that's just for me. I just dig the look of the card itself. So, but that is a very, very nice hit. And again, look at that, 1 of 1. Third 1 of 1 tonight. Yowza. I know. Should just stop there. I mean, that's enough, right? We don't know. We should. I guess we should probably open up everything else. I know. I know. Jeez. Had to make sure. I just don't want to be like overstimulating you guys. It is late. I didn't realize they'd take up that much room in my trash. Well, that's why you have Brian Leach on the card to balance it out there, Graham. It's not, Anyways. 3 right there. We got 3. We got an empty box. Damn. All right. Box number 8. This is card number 22 overall. Best of luck, guys. This is card number 1, box 8. Vincent Damphousse. 5 out of 6. Again, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Vincent Damphousse. I think I remember him more when I think he played for the Sharks, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where I remember him more from, but Mr. Damphousse. Almost like saying damn fool. Damn fool. Damphousse. Damphousse. Sit down, you crazy fool. All right. We got card number 2. Card number 2. Best of luck, everybody. This is card number 2, box 8. So this is 23 overall. One more to go. Then we have our last 2 boxes. Best of luck again, rest of the way, everybody. Again, I'll be posting the spam up once we're done. See what we get. Frank Mahovlich. Looking like the Toronto garb there. Frank Mahovlich. 3 out of 4. Nice low number hit there. Okay, nice auto. Again, like you said, I agree. You know, these the old school guys definitely have their autos on lock. That is no lie. 3 out of 4. And on to the last card of the box. This is box number 8, card 3, card 24 overall. Best of luck, folks. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Wow. So maybe this is an 8-way auto. I don't know. Arctic 8. This could be big. I don't know. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. And there's probably 4 on the back. Wow. 1 of 1, 2. Wowza. Wowza. Bobby Hall, Bobby Clark, Frank Mahovlich, Jean Rattel, Norm Ullman, Marcel Dion, Steve Schutt, and Alex Delvecchio. 1 of 1, 8-way auto, folks. Woo! That's a lot of fire on one card there, folks. 1 of 1, 2. So that's 101 number 4 tonight. So, you know, not too shabby. That is a mean little bitch right there, folks. You know, hopefully, again, I'm hoping this is kind of exciting some folks into, again, hopefully the second half. Because I mean, just opening what we've opened, I'm kind of interested to see what's in the other boxes now, if I'm being honest. You know. All right. Wowza. All right, box number 9. Empty. All right. All right, 1 second. Man. Make sure we got those kind of. Nope. There's someone there. There we go. Let's see what we got. So we've got another steel blades here, so I'm guessing it goes like this. Best of luck, folks. Again, we already hit the Messier and the Solani first, so let's see if we can kind of add to it. Again, this is card number 1, box number 9. So this is card number 25. Excuse me, overall. Best of luck. Oh, interesting. So we have Jade Ginla. Interesting. Didn't know they had the ladies in here. 8 out of 8. That's kind of a neat one. Didn't think again, I didn't really go over the checklist that closely, so I wasn't that's kind of a cool one. I like that. Jade Ginla. 8 out of 8. Guess I'm probably like a Team Canada or whatever. Yeah, I do like the, obviously, we hit the Tretiak or whatever. We hit the compatriots thing there. So again, obviously there are adding team national stuff or whatever you want to call it, international sort of teams and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Very good. I guess I'll take down Mr. That's a hard one, honestly, like right now, because like this background is getting pretty filled with a lot of a lot of good cards. It's gonna get harder trying to pull some of these ones down. All right, folks. Card number 2. Box 9. This is card number 26 overall, I do believe. Best of luck. Let's see what we get. It's another smaller one here. It's much better. And we have ourselves another Chris Chelios here. Looks like in the Blackhawks, 4 out of 8. So again, another pretty solid auto. Not bad. 4 out of 8, Chris Chelios. So very good. Unfortunately, I'll take her down. All right. Mr. Chris Chelios, that was 4 out of 8 there. Again, another pretty solid auto. And I think I saw a little bit of the bottom here, and I do believe this is an inscription one. So let's hope it's someone that's going to have something worth inscribing. But, and I'm guessing it is looking gold, so I'm guessing this is probably another 101 if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I think we got another 101. Card number 3, box 9. This is card number 27 overall. One more box to go. Best of luck again the rest of the way, everybody. Thank you guys so much. I know it is a little bit later tonight. Do appreciate you guys hanging out and watching the break. I think it's been pretty damn good so far. Again, I'm interested to see what's in those other 10 boxes we got. But here we go. Card number 3, box 9. Metallic inscription, Steve Larmer. Looks like for the Blackhawks 94 Cup. I believe that's the Blackhawks. Metallic inscriptions. Yep. And another 1 of 1. Steve Larmer. Another 1 of 1. So that's number 5, I think, so far for the 1 of 1s tonight. We have the 2 dual autos; those are 1 of 1s. The 8 is a 1 of 1. That's a 1. Yep. So it's we have 5 1 of 1s. So again, hopefully, like I said, I'm just trying to make this draft pool as deep as possible for you guys. Again, that's normally where a lot more of the fun happens. I think there's a pretty good spread of hits here, so I'm hoping most of you guys will be able to walk away, like I said, at least with a couple nice cards, because most of you guys do have like 2 spots in here. So hopefully you can at least finagle at least a couple nice cards for yourselves. But this is the last box of the break. Again, we still have the other half of the the case to go. I'll most likely be posting that up tomorrow. We'll hopefully maybe get that done, and we'll break the other half when it is filled. All right, come on now. Come on down South Park. All right. There we go. Of course, there's one still in there. Oakley Dokley Folkleys. This is it, everybody. This is the final box of the break, our final 3 cards. Once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Again, you guys should have plenty of stuff here to be drafting from. Hey, that's a good thing. I think that's a good problem to have there. All right, guys. Let's see how we're going to end this one. Box number 10, card number 1. This is card number 28 overall. Again, best of luck, guys. Let's see how we're going to end this one. Got Ron Greschner. I'm not sure about this dude. Never heard of his name, but doesn't surprise me. I'm not. Looks like he's a Ranger. So Ron Greschner, 3 out of 7. You do get those kind of those like odd, obscure names every once in a while. Again, maybe he's a much bigger player than I realize. I don't know. We'll set that guy right there. Alrighty. Card number 2, box 10. This is 29th overall. Best of luck. See what we get. The old Mike Gartner for the Capitals. So a little one there before you. Gramster, 8 out of 10. So you got yourself a couple caps in here. Adam Oates and Mike Gartner. 8 out of 10. Little acetate auto here. Yeah, it's a pretty good mix. Pretty good mix, I think, on the teams and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of a clear cut. Like I said, it's kind of like the acetate sort of thing. It's one of the variations, I believe, or whatever you want to call it, parallels. Or all right, folks. Last one of the break, everybody. Again, give me a little bit of time. I'll take individual pictures of everything. There are 30 cards. I'll get them. I'm not going to put them in any particular order. I will tell you that. I'm just going to take the pictures and put them up. You guys will have to obviously go through the pictures kind of, you're on your own and decide what you guys want. So, but again, once all the pictures have been posted, again, I'll repost the break list, and then you guys, if you guys are up and you guys want to start drafting, you guys can. But like I said, I would assume most of it's going to probably happen tomorrow. Best of luck, folks. Last card of the break. Card 30 overall. Number 3 out of box 10. How are we going to end this bad boy? Again, a pretty successful first half. Like I said, I'm interested to see what happens in the second half. Let's see what we get. Best of luck, guys. Metallic Inscriptions, Pat LaFontaine. Looks like it says the Easter Epic. Five out of 6. 5 out of 6. Metallic Inscriptions, Pat LaFontaine. I think that says like, it looks like it says Easter Epic. I could be wrong, but again, if I'm, if someone else can tell me what that is, then yeah, I'm not really sure. Still a very good card, good player. Okay, I got you. Oh, see, even better. So there you go, Graham. You're aware of it. Very good. So there we go. That's why I like the diversity in the room. Someone I'm sure out there's someone out there could probably remember it. They know what they're talking about. But very cool. Again, like I said, I'm not. That's a cool one to end on. Like I said, I'm not upset about that. Nice little inscription to end on. Again, good solid player. Not too bad there, folks. Again, once again, 5 out of 6. And there you go, folks. And that is your first half of Metal Legends, everybody. How was that, huh? Like I said, boom, 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 boom. I like that one. That was a good one. 1 of 1 8-way auto. And then again, like I said, you got the Yager here, 1 of 1. Just some really nice big hits and stuff. Again, and there's a lot of good ones. Maybe not necessarily like Yager 101 level, but still, I mean, I think there's definitely a lot of good autos that were pulled here tonight. Again, a couple obscure ones, but that's kind of to be expected, and that's okay. But again, hey, like I said, I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping this is going to spur that second case on, and again, hopefully when people can kind of see what's available in these cases, then So yeah. But again, I do appreciate it each and every time, guys. And like I said, I will take pictures of everything. I'll post them up in the room. Once everything's posted again, you guys can kind of start doing your draft and stuff. But like I said, probably most likely, like I said, roll into tomorrow, which is fine. But you guys can start doing it once everything's good to go. But I do appreciate it each and every time, guys. Again, I'm looking forward to, like I said, the other 10 boxes. I think it'll be a lot of fun. That's why I got a case. Really just ensure we got, as many hits as we kind of could. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, folks. And like I had a feeling it was going to be that way. But thank you, guys. Thank you a million times. There you go. I tip my cap to you, folks, as always. And as always, I appreciate it. And as always, I'm looking forward to, again, the next time we go live. Like, I'm just, I think this was a fun little break. These are normally really just a good time for everybody involved. Looking forward to, again, the other half and just seeing what else we get. But I will get all the pictures up. And once that's done, you guys can start drafting. But thank you guys as always. I know it's a late one. You guys have yourself a good night. And as always, looking forward to the next time we get together, do some ripping here at the Powder Keg, everybody. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, we're signing off for tonight. You guys have yourself a lovely, lovely, I was going to say evening, but it's already nighttime. So, but I'll see you guys next time. As always, looking forward to it.